Добрый вечер. We're speaking about Russian adjectives and we were looking at the endings of nouns and adjectives, and the summary is on this slide but also on the next slide with примеры, examples. So let's look at the table first. If I have a noun that ends in a consonant, any consonant, then if I want to describe that word with an adjective, I will be making sure that the ending of that adjective is y, to make sure that both words are masculine. Masculine nouns end in a consonant, masculine adjectives end in y. Something for me to memorize. If I happen to have a noun that ends in noun and that ends in a or ya, then the word that describes it will have the ending aya to make sure both words are feminine. And then for neuter nouns, which end in o or ye, the describing word, the adjective, will have the oye ending. Please notice that in Russian we put adjectives before nouns, just like we do in English, the same order. And I was telling you that if my word is museum, which ends in E, and I know this is a consonant because there is this top, make sure that you don't skip this hat, this top in this letter, otherwise you're going from a consonant to a vowel, which is wrong. So E is a consonant, which makes it a masculine noun. And if I want to say new museum, I need to make sure that the word new has y ending, новый. So the disclaimer that I want to make here is that when you're reading something in Russian and the sentences you're reading have adjectives, you will be seeing these endings, aya, oya, uy, and that's how you know you're looking at an adjective. But if you go to a dictionary, they had to decide on one form of the adjective because they didn't want to include too many forms, and they decided that the masculine form of an adjective is the standard form. So if you're looking up new, they're going to give you the masculine form, and if you're building a sentence where you want to describe a masculine noun, you don't really need to make any changes. So this word is coming straight from the dictionary. Adjectives are always in the masculine form in the dictionary, and I just put it before a masculine noun and I'm ready to go. Новый музей, new museum. And I can finish my sentence with other words. But if I go to the dictionary and look up new, which is новый, but now I want to put it into a sentence where I'm talking about a firm, say new firm, it's not going to work because firma, as I know, ends in a, and words that end in a or ya are feminine, so my adjective needs to have aya ending. So what I'm going to do for новый, I'm going to drop the last two letters, replace them with aya to make sure that my adjective is feminine to match the feminine noun. And when I have it like this, новая firma, then everything is perfect. And finally, if I want to describe cafe, ends in ye, so that tells me this is a neuter noun. I need to drop the last two letters of the masculine ending and put oye, новое cafe. Another example is the phrases that you've already learned but didn't know why you had to change the ending. So when we describe morning, afternoon, and evening, when we wish a good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. In Russian, we don't use the word good, we use the word kind. So when I look up the word kind, I get добрый. Добрый ends in y because that's the standard form of an adjective, the masculine form. But if I want to say good morning, утро, утро ends in o. And nouns that end in o are neuter, so the adjective needs to be oye. And that's why you had to say доброе утро. Both words are neuter. When we're talking about days, afternoons, день is a masculine word, ends in a soft sign, but it's a masculine word, so that's why we switched to y, добрый день. And that's exactly why when we were wishing good evening to someone, we had to say добрый вечер, because вечер, the noun, is masculine, has a consonant, and the adjective needs to be also masculine.